Oh my. Oh my. Today is a glorious day. Today's a glorious day indeed. Well, something is occurring. Something great. Something monumental. Something I've never encountered before. Let me share, do my obligatory posts on the interwebs. Load LinkedIn, why are you doing that? Oh, LinkedIn. How you have disappointed me. How you have shoved me in the dirt. They just built Git for video editing? That's actually interesting. All right. So, I think I posted it to, did I do that or did I just start? Did I post it to, I hate that we call it X now. What? Oops. Okay, cool, thanks. Oh, that is cool. Beep. Okay. We will turn on monetization because I am of the broke. The broke is of me. Now, let's post this in the chat. In the streams. Bop, bam, wham, pam, wham. Bada, wada, pam, pam, lamb. Keeta, bada, pam, lamb, wham, wham. All right. Today is a glorious day. Okay. I guess I shall wait till people come in here. Then I shall open the package. I shall wait. I shall patiently wait. Well, it has arrived. Smells like Taiwan. Taiwan? China? We're gonna give it some time, give it like 10 minutes. Then I'm sure people are gonna come in here. And we will begin our journey. Hello, Umex2243. I don't know who you are. But today it's a glorious stream because it came in. It came in. It has cometh. If you understand what I'm trying to say, it has cometh. It is of come. Oh, thanks. I am excited. I actually just got out of a meeting for a program called Code the Dream, and it looks very promising. I'm also waiting on another job to call me back this week. Code the Dream. Yo, bro. Thank you. I haven't got, well, we scheduled an interview. I haven't got it yet, so, you know, but thank you. What's up, Roha? I will start in about 2 minutes. I'll open this up. What's up, Ali? We are starting a new journey today, and it's within this box. We're starting a new journey today. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to open this up on Stream, on the Streamalane. Y'all gonna see, but this is the company. I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen this company before. Elegoo. Oh, it's backwards. Hold it. Hold on, let's see something. Testing. You're close. You're close. Close to Arduino. You're really close. You're close. Okay. I think there's enough people in here. And I think it's time for me to open this package. We are starting a new era today by doing this. An era of magic, of temptation, of love and desire, of amazement. Oh, let me get everything ready. First, let me do something I haven't done in a while. We will change this to that camera. Now you see me. It is time. Y'all can see that good? All right. Can y'all see this good enough? All right. A canon event for all web devs. What's up, Origin 86? Crypto. He said, "Where you get the money? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You shut your face." Nigga, where you get the money? I am done. Today, we start on our journey. The journey is a automated monotub. We are beginning the journey. ESP 32 comes with a whole kit of goodies. It can run off the Arduino IDE. Here's some wires. Let me make sure this is in the middle of the screen. Hold on. I think that's more in the middle. All right. I'm gonna show y'all what came into the kit. If some of y'all are wondering, this is the ESP32. It was like $28, $30. It is a starter kit for IoT. You got that kit when you're in uni and you don't even use it. There's a lot of things in here. I think this is a switch. Some other things. I don't know what this thing is. I have, oh, this is like a RFID card thing. Okay. We have, I think these are resistors. Right? A fan. I think it goes, hold on, and I would be wrong. What is this? This is a motor, step motor. It also came with a breadboard. If I can open it, that would be just great. All right. I have no idea what this is, but ooh. Oh, this is the humidity thing. So this is very importante. And we have a quick start guide. So what we'll be doing is, I took all that stuff out just to probably put it back in. Relay. Coding until I become a web dev. This is gonna have a React front end. It's gonna have a React front end. Did you know the motors in the cars are made with Godot game engine? The monitors in the car, I did not know that. Do they have to pay Godot for that? Well, yeah, right? Is this a speaker? I gotta be very careful with these things. I'm probably gonna have to get some Ziploc bags. This is one of the most important things. This and this are extremely important. This is humidity. This is the fan. On our project, we need a fan and we need to determine the humidity. There's only a few things missing. Okay. Which web dev course are you following? Well, that's a great question. I think it's in the FAQ. You can do exclamation point FAQ. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, I was watching some tutorials last night because I was excited. Actually, I need to put this back into its, that's the most important part. Where did I put the, oh, there we go. So what we're doing, what we need to do is figure out how to, we need to figure out how to do this in VS Code. Was this the tutorial? Was this the tutorial? It was a good tutorial.
Start building some electronics. It could be a gaming console, robots, or home automation. And the biggest problem, you will know which one works best for you. An analog pin can detect one of 4096 posts. The only required stuff you should have. Your cable actually supports data transfer. However, I strongly recommend you to have at least breadboard and jumping wires for easy prototyping. Bunch of buttons. We are ready for practice. At first, we will.
Okay, so we need to open up. Can I open it up without a project? How do I open up VS Code without a project? I don't know. I haven't done it in so long.
Set up the environment, and basically you have two options: Arduino IDE or VS Code with Platform IO. Both of them totally free, but VS Code makes your life simpler. You don't need to memorize tons of functions because it has autocomplete. You can easily debug your program line by line or ask Copilot to write code for you. Use GitHub and many other features good IDE should have. I will use Platform IO in VS Code, so to install it, everything you need, navigate to code.visualstudio.com website and click download button. You'll get the installer depends on your operational system. For macOS, I'll just move downloaded file into applications. For Windows, you need to follow installer instructions. After installation, we run VS Code and find Platform IO extension and click install. It takes some time to add all core dependencies, but it shouldn't take too long.
Okay, so we gotta install this thing. All right.
Once it's done, a new button will appear in the left panel. Click on it and select Create New Project. This should take you to Platform IO.
Okay, so it has to initialize. Hold on, how do I open up a whole new project in VS Code? Like, I want to get out of this one. Anybody know how to do that? Says I gotta restart VS Code. Might as well just open up Claude because I know I'm gonna be asking Claude. I gotta open a folder. Gotta open a folder. Why don't we, you know, in great Kristen Codes fashion, why don't I just create a new repository? Because that's what I like to do, right? I create repositories. So I'm going to by the way, I don't know if y'all know about this, but in your GitHub settings, it should y'all make sure y'all change y'all GitHub settings if y'all don't want it to, you know, y'all go read about it. Hey, I want to ask you, did you learn APIs? Yes. You can look at some. Okay, so what are we gonna call this project? What y'all want to call this project? I'll say ESP32. I'll just call it ESP32. Shiitake Central. That's the first time I've seen that, and I think I know what you mean by that, and I'm gonna start saying that. Usually it's right here. Where is it? All right, so now we go here. All right, and it says
Homepage where we press New Project. Let's choose a name and word. Once it's done, a new button will appear in the left panel. Click on it and select Create New Project.
So we create new project.
Should take you to Platform.io homepage where we press New Project. Let's choose a name and word. As I suggested before, I'm using the ESP32 dev module.
Okay, so let me find out the name of this board. It is the ESP32 development board. All right. See, I don't know, but I was told, you know, so I'm just. What is the Feather development board? Dev module? ESP32 dev. There's so many. There's so many. Let me look at the actual chip itself. I cannot believe somebody up in here said, how did I get the money? If y'all don't leave me the hell alone. Oh my God. How did you get the money? Oh, Lord, I can't even. All I can do is laugh. Laugh through the pain, Chris. ESP32 dev module.
So I selected from dropdown. We are okay with.
Before we continue, is this background music okay, or do y'all want me to switch to rain? Let me know.
In a framework, so leave it as it is. Finally, you need to specify the project location. I'm fine.
I thought we already.
should open automatically. The very first file you see is platform.io.ie. The file we are currently interested in, located in the src folder. Open the main.cpp file. Let's delete demo function and break down all imported code. The first line include arduino.h allow us to use Arduino SDK in our application. Actually, it contains all core functions which makes programming ESP and
Okay, so we just gotta wait for this. And while that does that, let me go ahead and connect there's a lot of wires right here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is that connected to the back? It is connected to the back. This is connected to the front. So we're gonna connect this to the back. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. Hope I don't miss. Oh no. Oh God. Can't even see back here. Shit. Now I'm knocking stuff down. Oh my God. All I wanna do is plug in this cheap ass key. Oh. All right. All right. In that paper have about GPI port or not. If not, have search about. Okay. Now we just gotta wait for it to do the thing. So I'm assuming I will need this and this. I'll be plugging this into that. Ooh. Just gotta wait for this to install. like this is gonna take a while, so might as well just get comfy. Oh yeah. Well, we don't need no wristband right now. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll pay the price for not having one. Right. Looks like we are loaded. Okay.
Arduino so easy. As you can see in the comments.
So just like, hold on, this is the setup. That's weird. Why do they have so many?
Located in src folder. Open the main.cpp file. Let's delete demo function and bring down all imported code. The first line include arduino.h allow us to use Arduino SDK in our application. Actually, it contains all core functions which makes programming ESP and Arduino so easy. As you can see in the comment, the setup function runs once. Inside such as defining modes for pins or starting Wi-Fi access point. The loop function runs repeatedly, as fast as possible while ESP remains powered on. Let's write our first simple program, blinking LED. And because I don't expect you already have any electronics, we will use the inbuilt one. Let's check the board pinout reference. As you can see, the pin labeled as D2 connected to onboard LED. So in code, I'm defining the constant with meaningful name to make our code readable. The value is equivalent to GPIO we seen in our reference web page. Next, we should set pin mode to output because we want to control it but not read the data. To turn on or off LED, we need to set high or low signal to that pin. It could be done with a digital write command. So if we want to make LED blinks, I'll place both commands one by one. But here's a problem. We have no pauses, and current code will repeatedly run million times per second. So let's add 1 second delay after each command. Congrats, we complete our first very simple program, but how to upload it to ESP? The value is equivalent to GPIO we seen in our reference web page. Next, we should set pin mode to output, because we want to control it but not read the data. To turn on or off LED, we need to send high or low signal to that pin. It could be done with a digital write command. Let's write our first simple program, blinking LED. And because I don't expect you already have any electronics, we will use the inbuilt one. Let's check the board pinout reference. As you can see, the pin labeled as D2 connected to onboard LED. So in code, I'm defining the constant with meaningful name to make our code readable. So if we want to make LED blinks, place both command one by one. But here's a problem. We have no pauses, and current code will repeatedly run million times per second. So let's add 1 second delay after each command. Congrats, we complete our first very simple program, but how to upload it to ESP? First, we need to build project. It's kind of translation program from human readable text to machine code. It could be done by pressing this tiny checkmark in the bottom panel. If everything correct, you'll see success message. If you made a mistake, the compiler shows you the line with the error.
That extension is no longer there.
Want to control it, but not read the data. To turn on or off LED, we need to send high or low signal to that pin. It could be done with a digital write command. So if we want to make LED blinks, place both command one by one. But here's a problem. We have no pauses, and current code will repeatedly run million times per second. So let's add 1 second delay after each command. Congrats, we complete our first very simple program, but how to upload it to ESP? First, we need to build project. It's kind of translation program from human readable text to machine code.
Oh my goodness. Maybe I gotta start this again. Something I removed. Yep. Oh, I see.
Low signal to that pin. It could be done with a digital write command. So if we want to make LED blinks, place both command one by one. But here's a problem. We have no pauses, and current code will repeatedly run million times per second. So let's add 1 second delay after each command. Congrats, we complete our first very simple program, but how to upload it to ESP? First, we need to build project. It's kind of translation program from human readable text to machine code. It could be done by pressing this teeny checkmark in the bottom panel. If everything correct, you'll see success message. If you made a mistake, the compiler shows you the line with the error. After compilation, let's add 1 second delay after each command. Congrats, we complete our first very simple program, but how to upload it to ESP? First, we need to build project. It's kind of translation program from human readable text to machine. machine code. It could be done by pressing this tiny check mark in the bottom panel. If everything correct, you'll see success message. If you made a mistake, the compiler shows you the line with the error. After compilation, plug in ESP and press arrow in bottom menu. It should upload the code directly to ESP, and if you have any problem with this step, don't be shy and ask in the comments. But what's the cool feature I told you before? Actually, most of ESP boards have inbuilt touch sensors. These are capacitive pads that can react to any conductive elements, like human skin. So basically, you have 10 free buttons you can use in ESP projects. So let's define GPIO4 as a touch sensor using a constant. The touch read function allows us to measure capacitance and make decisions based on it. Let's do this step, don't be shy and ask in the comments. But what's the cool feature I told you before? Actually, it can be done with a digital write command. So if we want to make LED blinks, place both command one. It's kind of translation program from human readable text to machine code. It could be done by pressing this tiny check mark in the bottom panel. If everything correct, you'll see success message. If you made a mistake, the compiler shows you the line with the error. After compilation, plug in ESP and press arrow in bottom menu. It should upload the code directly to ESP, and if you have any problem with this step,
It did it. It did it. It's blinking and shit. Let me show y'all. Can I show y'all? It's blinking and shit. See? Yay! I had to download a driver. I was opening the folder in Platform IO incorrectly, so I learned 2 things. Yay! Yay!
Step, don't be shy and ask in the comments. But one the cool feature I told you before. Actually, most of ESP boards have inbuilt touch sensors. These are capacitive pads.
Okay, so it said that it has some touch sensors on it. So these are the touch. So we have GPIO 4, 2, 15, 13, 12, 14, 27, 33, and 32. Those are all touch. All right.
That can react to any conductive elements, like human skin. So basically, you have 10 free buttons you can use in ESP projects. So let's define GPIO4 as a touch sensor using a constant. The touch read function allows us to measure capacitance and make decisions based.
Okay, so that's he wants to use touch pin 4. And touch pin 4 is GPIO 4. No. It's right here. This one?
On it. Let's turn on LED when the sensor is touched. But what's the magic number 20? At first we should enable serial monitor. It's kinda system log, which is incredibly helpful during debug. It could be done by adding serial.begin in setup function. To print something, we need to call serial printline function. Lastly, we'd add monitor speed in config file, which should match the number in setup function. Upload the scale. Let's define GPIO4 as a touch sensor using a constant. The touch read function allows us to measure capacitance and make decisions.
Okay, so what I want to do now is find a better tutorial. Let me get that thing to stop blink. That was fast.
All at once, just because I never have really found a strong need to. Their screen. We need serial begin was there before, of course, for us to be able to initialize and use a serial port.
Okay, these are not good. Let's go to
a text editor to inspect text files, a terminal emulator in order to work with the Bluetooth examples, and a web browser. Now let's move on to the next lecture where we'll talk about the required hardware. level of PWM. So let's try that in the next lecture. Let's make this LED to fade.
Like there's a lot I need to learn.
Let's take a look at the required hardware for this course. Of course, at the center of everything we'll be doing in this box on.
Why do you hope I switch?
And
What's wrong with you?
name, it's called ESP.
What do you get out of me switching?
That's the particular model of the ESP32 module that we're looking at. As you see, there's more. So what is ESP32? ESP32 is a reference name. It's a bit like
What do you get out of me switching?
by saying Arduino, we mean a variety of different boards, not just a single board. In particular, the ESP32 is a reference name for the modules, variations of the module. Zoom in. That is a beware that we have where you can find. In this lecture, we'll have a look at the differences and similarities between the ESP32 and the Arduino, and in particular the Arduino Uno that most of us are familiar with. These two. Hi. In this lecture, we'll start the practical exploration of the features of the ESP32 dev kit. And the first experiment or example that we look at is the traditional blinking LED.
Okay, this is what I need.
Of the device on this development kit that is enclosed inside the green.
I hope he
Not the
switch.
development kit itself.
And you don't have no answer for that.
There's a few different modules out there that respond to the same reference name. So
I'm
for
learning
example, we've got the ESP32
microcontroller IoT type shit.
not sure exactly how to pronounce that. So Room 32
C++.
is the module that actually powers.
I wonder if their documentation like all right, let me just follow this, guys. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna do this. Let me switch. One, let me turn that off. Jesus, that was kind of getting annoying. Spend another hour on this. Let me just go ahead and unplug that. Put that right there. It did work. It did work. But there's some things I gotta learn. Crazy. The problem is that I can't stream certain things. So y'all just gonna watch me study. Hold on, what? What's the question mark for? I was talking to Sakanti. This is the perfect use of this new. It's like almost like I planned this out unconsciously. That over there. Turn this fan on. What are you talking about, Bear? It's going good. Hold on, let me turn on my Kairu. I'm gonna do this for an hour every stream. I'm learning about microcontrollers, about the ESP32. The string go down. Nothing wrong with this string. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I think it's working now. Yeah. Is P32 for Arduino makers? This one? Unless you have a better course. I should print this out. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm just studying stuff right now. I'm about to. I got Claude to make me a learning roadmap, so I'm gonna go follow that. What's up, official base before dawn? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I decided I want to build a project, so I need to learn some of this, learn myself some stuff. I'm gonna spend an hour a day trying to go through this. I didn't know you were learning that. How's it going? Yeah, I'm trying to be a web developer. I can explore. Nope. This is just regular Claude. I feel like Claude is better. I've used Claude, GPT, and Gemini. I feel like Claude is better. And I think it's not something that I know how to explain properly. But if you use it, if you start using it, because they were trying to get me to use it. If you start using it, you'll see what I mean. You'll see. And plus, I won't be. I probably, even though Google uses, I won't even get into the politics of it all. Just try it out if you want to. Yeah, Sonnet is pretty good. Are there degrees on embedded systems? computer engineering. Something. Control something. LED buzzer motor. LED buzzer motor. Oh, thanks. Computer engineering, that's what you're studying? That's cool. I just want to build cool shit. Oh, okay. So we got output, input. So this is a function I'll be using a lot. Yeah, I do check my previous notes. Like if you look at last stream, you'll see. If you look at last stream, you'll see me check this. Just chill 5694. I don't know, but when I was chilling with your mama last night, she told me I should, you know, use Claude effectively. So I just decided that this would be the best choice. Hope that answers your question. Let's see. So in your blink code, the pin mode 2 output is simply saying pin 2, your job is to push electricity out. Sends electricity out when we want to control something. We want to control the blinking. Okay, I think I get it now. I needed to explain um, Now see, if I would have just went forward, I would have never learned all. So this is why it's important to ask questions. Now let's test. Hold on. Is that all that I need to know from what I just saw? Oh, no, we have one more function. We're gonna go through every function. I wanna know everything. Excuse me. Oh my god, excuse me. I didn't mean to burp like that. On camera? Oh my god, I'm sorry. There's somebody at the door. Check out the job board. Handshake. They have many jobs. Handshake. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Thank you, sir. Oh no. What's up, the Grim Dog? Why do I feel like I remember you? The Grim Dog. I feel like why do I feel like I've seen you, but I don't think I've ever seen you in my life. Sick tattoos, by the way. May I be that tatted one day. Ooh, and they're nice tattoos. They ain't no cheap ass tattoos. Them some nice ass tattoos. Alright, hold on. So what we gonna do before I take my break? Let me finish. I'm a finish. Okay. Without delay in your blink code, the loop would run so incredibly fast, millions of times per second, that the LED would flicker faster than your eye could ever see. It would just look like it's dimly. There's one important thing. And okay, so while delay is active. Oh, that's nice. I guess you like it so far. Ubuntu. Y'all talking about OS. While delay is active, the ESP is completely frozen. Okay, so let's try this again now that let's try this one more time. Alright, so we are going to get the microcontroller. We're gonna get the microcontroller. That sound all fancy and shit. We're gonna get the microcontroller and let's go ahead to VS Code. We got our thing set up for COM port 4. The stuff is, so let's go into C++ land. I'm gonna delete all of this and start from scratch. Okay, so I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming in C++. Hold on, let me ask. Let me write that down. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's go back to, so we're going to go to GPIO2. How would I ever know touch to ACDC2? Oh, well, look at that. Okay, so we just learned some stuff. Okay, so let's write some code. So we want to make the thing on this blink. All right. So from what I learned, I can define a variable name, whatever, and I'll say LED pin2, because I want to call this pin_2. Can I do that? And I want to do, and I want to do LED underscore built in as the value. So then we have to set it up. So we can do pin mode. We're gonna give it, hold on. Yeah. We're gonna give it pin underscore. Actually, let's name it better. Let's call it LED pin. That was actually the best thing to call it. LED underscore pin. And we wanted to, because we're making something blink, which means we're pushing electricity to it, giving information to it, we want it to output. We don't do that. But we do this. Why doesn't it like it? LED built in is undefined. So why don't we just call it 2? That's better. Alright. So now that we have that, we need to, now we can use digital write. And digital write is how the pin is controlled. So we are going to write digital write, and digital write takes 2 arguments, the pin number and the value. Well, we already have the pin number right here, and the value is going to be high. That'll turn it on. And I wonder what'll happen if I just leave it like that. I'm just curious. I think it'll stay on, right? So So I think we need to build. Then we need to upload. Okay, it's on. All right. Okay. Now, what I want to do is to make it blink. So I'm gonna say delay, which will stop everything. I'm gonna do for 500, which is half a second. Then I'm gonna do digital write, LED pin, and low, which turns it off, which stops sending information to it. And then we're going to do delay 500. We're going to build. And then we're going to push. Now let me put this into Claude A. So an SOS pattern is 3 short blinks and 3 long blinks. Okay. So let's do the SOS pattern. I'm trying to understand this because oh, I get it. So I'm turning it on, but then I'm not necessarily turning it off. So if I do some short blinks, it would be like, it'll still be high, but, so I want to do 3 short blinks. Okay, so then I would have to do this. So it'd be something like this. So it'll go high, low, off, on, off, on, off, on. Like that, right? So we have, it'll be on, off, on, off, on, off, on, on. And then, beep, beep, beep. beep, beep, beep. Okay, so yeah. So then what I would do is I would come over here and I would do, are you going to correct your, oh, it doesn't. I don't have the prettier is not working on this. So I would say 600. 600. Okay, so okay. So we turn the LED on off, on off, on off 3 times. Then we turn it on off. Okay, I think that should work. But I do want to put it in a function. I wonder what that would be like. Challenge 1. Okay. I do not know how to make a function in C#. Do I just say function? I mean, function in C++. Void. Oh, so it's just like in... So this is the return. It'll say what it returns. If it doesn't return anything, then it's void. Okay, I remember that. So now I just go in here and I say, I'm assuming. That looks right, y'all. I'll probably have to define this. No, if it's anything like JavaScript, okay, so I'm assuming since I put it in a function, it's already there. I don't have to define it before this. So, all right. Ooh, oh, it said failed. Don't forget the prototype. I have no idea what you mean. Okay, that'll work. So now the challenge 3, make it blink 5 times fast and pause for 2 seconds, then repeat. Okay. Void blink fast. So we would send power to it. We control it with digital write. And we would say LED_pin, and then we would say hi. So we want to make it blink 5 times fast. And then we would say delay like 200. Low like that. All right. And then another delay of 200. And then we would do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a delay. And at the very end, a delay of 2 seconds. All right. And then we would say blink fast. All right, it's doing it. Challenge 3, swap out LED pin for LED built-in and see if it still works on the board. Oh, that is a better way to do that. Okay, we'll come back to that. So that was day one of doing embedded system stuff. Now we go on to React. The language of love. The language of love, my friend. Thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. Can I just unplug this? If I unplug this from the power, and then I plug it back into the power, oh, it keeps it. What lang are you learning? Langu? Langu? That's a word? Langu? Alright, let me put this in the box back correctly. I have not taken my break yet, which is not good for the stream. And y'all right now, it's not good for the stream. Did I tell y'all I might be having an interview? The interview might be coming soon for an internship. Internship. Alright, let me see if I can put this back in here real nice and stuff. Thanks. It's just an interview. It's just an interview. We don't know if they say yes. I'm hoping they say yes. Because that would change everything. Know what I mean? Nah, I mean, that would change everything. And it's from a company that I don't know how you prepare for something like that, because it seems like they just want somebody that's a beginner. It's for a front-end developer intern. Y'all want me to bring up? I guess I'll do that. I mean, what do they want an intern to know? You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, almost like this thing didn't want to come out. I think my skills are intern level. Yeah, I think so. That was an interview I got from messaging a couple of recruiters on LinkedIn. That's how that happened. Just want to let y'all know. What do you know? What that's a hard question for me. What am I supposed to tell them? What do you say when somebody asks you that question? Let me know. Give me some ideas. I'm serious, cause I don't know. Hey, so that's over there. I think we did good. I think we did some good. So now we need to go. Now we're back in React land. My goals in life to not be broke. But you can't say that now, can you? I can't tell the truth. Can't tell the truth. I just want to tell the people the truth. Okay. You're gonna do fine, Bear. Bear, I don't know much about you, but you're gonna do great. I believe in you. I'm gonna take a break because I deserve. I'm gonna take this break plus plus another 5 minutes. All right. This Okay, 5-minute timer. Okay. Oh man, we have sports fans here. Let me video capture camera. Oh, hey. Let me go get some some coffee. I'll be right back. I need coffee. I need coffee. Gotta make me some coffee. Ooh. I got yogurt. Hold on. I just don't have back. But I'm about to. I made this weird Greek yogurt, coffee, chocolate thing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Yes, sir. Delicious. By the way, I just want to let some of you know you forgot to take your meds. Take your meds. Take your meds, okay? Take your meds. You know who I'm talking to. Take your meds. This is delicious. You said it's not time yet. As long as you took them today. As long as you took them today. That's all that matters. It's good. Y'all need to see me eating. Oh. It's Firefox. Oh yeah, because I got 3 open. You missed all the fun, TDG. was muted and I was saying some wild shit. I was saying Vox, where are you? I was saying, where are you, Vox, if you're not at home? And I was saying, did you know if you lay on your stomach and you squeeze your butt cheeks tight enough, you'll pop the bottom part of your spine? Feels wonderful. I'm telling you. Try it sometimes. Yeah, butt cheeks. If you lay on your stomach and you squeeze your butt, it'll that part where, you know, usually where they put the tramp stamps at, that part will crack. It feels good. I'm telling you, man, it's a real thing. It was like basically like Arduino, Raspberry Pi type shit. You know what I mean? Like IoT. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, so what was I doing last time? It should be in my notes. So if I go to GitHub, that is not beyond your comprehension. I should put this up here, but at the same time, I shouldn't. Okay, so what am I doing? I am going to my repository, going to the multi-step form, going to 20 hours ago, working on pricing. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on pricing. Let's open up Figma. I'm excited for the interview too. Web developer is dead, bro. Pick another field in tech. My name is GTA 6 Central HQ. Oh my god. I'm so cool, I named my channel after a game. Yeah, people are gonna watch. Oh man, it's so dead. I read something on the internet, and I'm just gonna say it. Because it's true. If they said it on the internet, it must be true. Unless you're a creative type. Yeah. I realized that I have... Hold on. So I need to do pricing. That's what I was confused about last time. Now I remember what the problem was. What's up, Javier Antonio Felix Torres 2851? So everything here is good. If we do Kristen at kristen.com and we do 555 555 5555 and we go to the next step and we go back, the data is held, right? If we choose this, or if we choose this, okay, We go back, it's held. All the data is held. If we do on service, all of this is held. But here's the problem. Here's the problemo. Here's the problem, my good gentlemen and ma'ams. Good gentlewomen's. Here's the problem. This thing right here ain't working like it's supposed to work. Get into AI machine learning. It's a way better than front end. The only way you're getting hired as a web dev is if you have 5 years of experience. You shut your mouth. You kiss your mother with that mouth. My God. Kiss your mother with that mouth. She would be ashamed. Ashamed, I tell you. Ashamed. All right, so the problem is, even if it's true or false, nothing is changing. So this is arcade. And arcade should change based on year month. Year month, from my understanding, is maybe one day there'll be a day where we don't have any conversations about AI. Jesus. Take the wheel, Jesus. Take the wheel. Year month, it is past. It isn't past. That was the problem. So if we go back to plan, year month, there we go. That's backwards though. Every day we talk about AI because we can't talk about nothing else. We could literally talk about robot butt cheeks, but y'all choose to talk about AI. My God. Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. It really does, 12. It really does. It really does. So I thought you folk were better than that. I thought y'all talked about sensible things. You're getting too excited. I don't like that. You're getting too excited. Getting too excited. There's so many things we could have talked about. But no. Oh. No, sir. That's not what the people want. That's not what the people want. They said, no, Chris. You shut up. You shut up, Chris. We want to talk about AI. What type of input sanitization are you going to use? I don't know what you mean by that. So we have a toggle button on toggle. It has to be switched from... That's like saying we have air we're supposed to breathe, and when we breathe the air and it goes from breathing to exhale to CO2 to O2. And what do you mean? I've never seen somebody respond to a toggle like that. Maybe I'm being too mean. Let me stop being mean. Stop being mean, Chris. Be nice to people. Be nice to people. In the arms of an angel, far away. In the arms of an angel, may you come. For just $3 a month, you can stop someone from saying some stupid shit. With your donation, we go to those people and we help them to stop saying stupid shit. Your donation matters. Without you, stupid shit just keeps happening. Can you tell me the feeling before the day one? How did you control your day? Is there any secret? What are you talking about, Ahmad? What do you mean by that? Can you explain to me what you mean by that? I'm excited for the time to come to make the back end. We're always talking about back ends. What you trying to tell me? I'm always trying to talk about some back end. You big freak. Who? Oh, there is a problem. It should be set. Let's see, how do we fix that? How do we want it? How do we feel? How do you want it? How does it feel? Alright, that's I'm not surprised that you like the back end programming. I never doubted you for a second, my boy. Never doubted you for a second. You are the back end. You love the back end. I know you do. Not surprised. Not at all. Alright, so here's the problem. Here is the problem today. Ahmad, when you're broke and unemployed, there's a lot of opportunity. We'll just put it that way. When you're unemployed, there is a lot of free time. There is a lot of time to think about life and why you are so damn broke. There's even a song that they've created for broke people called Brokey. When you're that broke, you have a lot of time to think about your brokenness. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So now, what I'm thinking, I'm so lazy right now. Why don't you just let AI write code and you read it? Reading/reviewing code helps you learn more than writing it. I'm so smart. My name is Sonic8873. Oh my god. Why don't you just let AI do it? That's what I do. And I'm a 10x programmer. Let's go to your channel. There's so much here. How do you want it? How does it feel? Yeah. I'm a 10x programmer. Why don't you listen to me? Listen to me. Alright. So, the last thing we gotta really design on this thing is this and this. Then I gotta go back and clean up some stuff. And then we're just basically finished. So it looks like it wants the I think I'm gonna put those into an array. I'm gonna give it an array. Bro, wouldn't be surprised if this end up being a millionaire. Bro is definitely not getting high. I didn't know you could say the N-word on YouTube. Look, I have been waiting for your reply for 3 business days. Continue to wait. Continue to wait. Continue to wait, Ahmad. The thing you write is not even logic or actual code. You basically learn how to use library, not to code. Sonic, thank you so much. Let me help you out. Let me help you out because I can tell you're young. Okay, I can tell. Let me pause. Let me pause because I know you want attention because it seems like you're not getting that at home. So let me help you out. Let me show you how this works. You came to a channel where somebody's trying to learn how to code and better their life, and you said, I'm not actually learning how to code. I'm using a library. I don't know what provoked you. I don't know how you woke up this morning and you thought, you know what? I'm just gonna come on someone's stream and tell them what it is. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just tell them what it is. I'm gonna just clickety clack at my keyboard and I'm just gonna let them know. because I'm gonna get them right. Right? That was your goal. Get off of my channel. Get out of here. Don't come back. Get out of here. Don't ever come back. We don't like your kind around here. We nothing but positivity over in this bitch. How did you become good at CSS? Well, I sacrificed my left pinky toe to the CSS gods. Green coder. Shh. Shh, 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 shh. Yep, that's what I did. I gave my pinky toe. I gave my best pinky toe, man. I gave my best, the best pinky toe I ever had. That's how I did. It wasn't all the work I did. It wasn't all the practice. It wasn't all the hours of doing CSS. It was luck. Let me tell you something, 11 King of Kings. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I gotta pause this again. I gotta pause this again. Oh, it's already paused. Good. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We don't use that word here. Okay. We don't do that here. You understand me? 11 King of Kings, 11A. I don't know where you come from. I don't know where you from. I don't know where your grandmama stay. We don't do that around here. You can understand me? I know the kids have made it popular on the interwebs. But you can't do that. Do I make myself clear? And Medea making more than you're broken. Talk about Medea. That was obviously that type of that response. Man. Kids on the internet, man. Ma'am, please don't redeem. What do you mean? Use ref isn't gonna work. You have to use state for rendering on site on changes in ARR. Use ref isn't gonna work. You have to use state for rendering. What was I using use ref for? Did you see? Because I'm assuming you said that for a reason. Why was I using use ref? Why would I do that? Why? Why? Why would I do something like that? Why would I do something? Are you front end, back end, or full stack? I don't know what I am, but I know I'm your mother's favorite web developer. No, I cannot share the rain sound. You don't get nothing. Alright, so let me get back to what I was doing. I'm tired of playing with y'all. Alright. So what I'm thinking is that so let's see, on change. Anyway, This guy right here thinks he knows what he's talking about. He probably does, but it doesn't matter because this works. Oh, did I start the timer? Yeah, I did. I kind of feel like they're rage baiting. Am I being rage baited or am I having fun with it? Does it seem like I'm... There's a lot of things I could do right here. I don't want to mess with the total info. Should I make another object? I gotta think about how I'm gonna get the prices. Like, how do I want to do that? Let me think. Man, I just became so tired. I'm tired. Might have to take a nap. Man. And I just had some coffee. Yeah, I think so. I don't know why I got tired all of a sudden. I don't like that. Probably gonna have to take a nap and then come back. Yeah, I do want to think about how... Let me think about this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, appreciate that. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a table, and in that table, I'm gonna create a table. I'm gonna create can I just create an array of objects, and those objects will have the pricing. So if we have advanced, we have arcade, we have pro, we have online services, larger storage, customizable profile, and we have a year and a month for both. And then we just get the function to determine if this is because all of them are going to be true or false, because that's what the object should look like. Am I still printing the object? No. Yeah, the object looks like this. So it'll say true or false for each one of them. So we're going to say if true, add current price based on the true. So I'm thinking yeah, each thing in this yeah. Or maybe it could be an array, and then let's say we have arcade, and we'll say year something month something. So if it's true, we do that array dot year or month. I think that's how I'm gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little nappy nap, because for some reason I'm tired. I think it was because that project that I was trying to do. So let me I'll be back. I'm gonna take a nap, and then I'll be back later tonight. Alright, bye.